Of course. Cannot log in to my account because for some reason I'm logged out. Cool, so here I am. Excellent. Hello everybody. Quick sound check. Oh yeah, it's going for you, but I don't hear it. I think it's good. Cool. Do we have CB? Nope. We don't. We should. Or maybe not in this screen. No, CB should be there. We have the drop game. We have the drop game, but we don't have CB. Oh, if I spell it correctly, it will be much better. Ah, there you are. Cool. So we have this, we have that. Hey, Grim Book. Hello. Just getting started this morning. I took a little bit too much time doing different things. And I'm late. So just setting things up. Yay! So Crebook QC 88. Is it QC for Quebec? Okay, I have this, so now I could move things here. Not sure what we'll be working on today. Not sure. Where is it? This, bang, bang. Okay. I have a few ideas, but I'm not sure. What should we work on? Okay, so I have this, I have that. I'm assuming you can hear me, otherwise you would have like, hey, no sound. Can you hear the music? You hear any music? Should be very low. Yes. Cardban, welcome. First time on the chat. Welcome aboard. So, I don't know what we'll be working on today. So I think maybe we could. Yeah, you know what? Let's play the intro and we'll get started. Bonjour, hi, welcome aboard. I'm Frank Boucher, and for the next 2 hours-ish, we'll have some fun playing on coding, .NET stuff, cloud stuff, gaming stuff, deployment, CDI, question. It's a place to learn. It's a place to have fun. So don't hesitate if you have any questions while I'm doing something, ask, and we'll help you. If you are not good enough to write in English, you speak French. I speak French too, so I will translate your question and answer it in English though, because I want this content to be in English. But feel free to ask your question in French if you're a little bit more comfortable over there. And I mean over there in that language. I will be happy to translate your question and answer it. So the plan of today is, I don't know. Let's start. Well, yeah, let's do something. I'm balancing between different things. So let me put it this way. Oh, I should swap. Come on, mouse. So last stream, we were working on the URL shortener. So like URL shortener, I've been working on, let me put that in the chat. And I should start the stream, so CB keep the scores. We'll call that learn for now. And I will have to update the stream definition. So URL shortener, it's a URL, it's basically just, it create short URL. I create that on the stream long time ago. It got moved under Microsoft account. They needed to do some stuff with Azure Communication Services and a specific client. And like they change a few things because the purpose, their usage was to create tons of disposable URL to send in a text message, SMS. But the way I use it, and multiple people who build that tool, is more as like I'm building one URL and I want it to be used as much as we can. For example, I'm doing a YouTube video, I'm doing a blog post, and I want to share it on social. And then like I will be able to know how many people click and like, you know, things like that. Like if I write a blog post, like when like you have a little bit of analytics in it. Like I think I have a page here. So that's what it looks like. See, we have like a few analytics, nothing crazy, just like when people click and stuff like that. So it's very useful when you're a content creator. So when Microsoft took the project, they removed some stuff. It makes sense. They make it great. But I was like, I would like to change, like I don't want to lose how it's built. So I started the PR, so a pull request, sorry. Oh, I cannot go here, it's true. Let's switch account. I create a pull request here. If you're, why Frank cannot go there? It's because my other profile, the profile I'm using most of the time, the F Boucher, when I go on Microsoft property, I have a lot of permission, so I'm forced to be on my Microsoft machine. I work at Microsoft, if you didn't know. So I'm not on my that's, I don't like that sound anyway. So yeah, so I'm on Linux today, so definitely not the Microsoft machine. So yeah, so that's why I created a new account just so I could go there with less permission, but it's good enough to show and do PRs and stuff like that. So I upgraded the version, so now it's .NET 8. It's working. When I deploy it manually, it's totally working. And we have two tools. We have the admin. What is it? I use two different instances of a browser to keep my account separate when I was in this situation. I used to do that, but now in GitHub, you can switch account. You could have multiple accounts if you want directly. I think, sorry, like that sound. I don't like it.
Bonjour. Hi.
Whoa! That was loud on my side. Who was that? Stefan is here. Hey, buddy. How are you? Nice to see you. So yeah, Smab, I used to, in fact, I use a lot of different profile for different tools, but since they did that, I thought it was pretty nice. Like you could just switch account and it works. Even if I have a different profile, it wouldn't work because I really need to be on my Microsoft device to be able to go on some site for security purposes. Because I have admin permission and stuff like that. when I'm just like a regular user. So that's why, like, if I go here, that's my, oh, you don't see it here, that's my like regular user, then I can go on that repo without any trouble and go like PR and everything, because it's not Microsoft web like repo. When it's a Microsoft repo, I cannot go there as me because I have too much permissions. Anyway, back to this. Doing quickly a recap. So we built that tool. It's two tools, in fact. There's the URL shortener and there's like the admin tool. So one is a static web app. The other one is an Azure function, and we kept them separate for security purposes. The redirect is just a redirect, cannot do anything else except look into the database and just like throw the short, like the longer version of the URL and make a redirect so people are redirect. And the admin is also having an Azure function, but embedded inside the static web app with all the management capability. So create, delete, archive, update, like the URL and stuff like that. On the last stream, we were trying to deploy. I think that's what we tried to do. And we were having a lot of trouble with different component and stuff. And I work on that offline because I was like, yeah, no, I don't, like, why it's not working, and try to figure what was working, what was not working. I thought maybe it was the tool, like it's been a while since we worked on that. So maybe it's not compatible because, you know, stuff in the cloud continue to improve. So I was like, maybe it's not up to date. So after the stream, I continue and I upgrade the version to .NET 8 because it was .NET 7, I think. So I was like, you know, let's push it to .NET 8. I don't use any feature of .NET 8, I think, but just like, so at least we have the LTS version of .NET in it. And deploying works. The way that the tool works right now to deploy is to deploy the static web app. You go in the Azure portal, you say, hey, I want a new Azure new static web app. You specify the repo and you have the website, but just the website. So like you still need storage and stuff like that. If you create manually the storage and then apply the, like change the configure. So like if you deploy the stuff manually, it works. The Azure function, the only way I was able to deploy it successfully was doing from VS Code. You like if you have the Azure function extension, you could like deploy from there. So it's a zip deploy. That worked too. I did try deploying with a template. I did try to do it like Azure function, and then you create a CI/CD from there. Didn't work. So I'm not sure if, and there's like a few things that I'm not sure. So I was trying to do it in Linux, and I think right now there's a bug if you're on Linux. Like I was like there's a very niche situation where it was not working, and like part that Azure function was in Linux was part of it, but it's not the reason. Like there's plenty of Azure function on Linux that works, but there was like a bunch of condition, and I think we were perfectly in that spot. So oh, okay, let's fall back again to Windows, because I think since the beginning it was in Windows anyway. I was like, oh, Azure function also changed a few things. I was like, oh, is my code not compatible? But no, because I did successfully deploy it. So was it my ARM template? Do I need to do something else? So I play a lot with the ARM template, couldn't make it work. So one thing we could do today is try using AZD, so the Azure Developer CLI. I've been playing with that a little bit. So we could be working on that and try to make AZD up and deploy. So we could just create like a simple Azure function, try to deploy it with the AZD up. If it work, try again, but with the Azure function that we have. If it work, maybe add a static web app in the mix. and you know, try to complexify as we go. So we could be doing that. That could be cool, kind of like understanding the AZD stuff, and at the same time try to learn, because I start playing also with that with Biceps. Biceps, it's infrastructure as code. It helps to define your resources and where is the code and deploys it. So we could be working on that. Could be interesting. Though it will be a lot of like search and learn and stuff. I think I want to play on that because I feel like I really should work on that. The other thing is, I was showing it just a few seconds ago. So that's another project I have. The tiny admin missing. So no, tiny admin now is part of the tool. So if we go back into the code, so right now, Snab, if you go, like I would say right now, the best branch is the is this one. Pretty sure it's that one. Let's go again in the pull requests, just in an open tab. I think I create the branch. So 506, and this is 505. What's that branch? Yeah, 505. So 505 is the best branch, or like you could go and go for like for my core extra. So that's the branch. It works. If you want to add the tool, you could totally do that and it will work. Picking the 505 branch, and then like in the source folder, I'm hiding my stuff, and the source folder, you have the tiny blazer now move. So they move everything in the same. So I think that could also be the problem, or I'm not sure how to manage. Like I can fix it in my repo, but my goal was always to make the URL shortener as easy as possible to use. And right now my problem is like, I don't want like 20 steps to deploy that and like being super complex. I want something simple. I would like my mother to be able to do it. My mother is smart, but she's not used to play in the cloud and things like that. So I want it very simple to deploy. And right now it's not. So that's what I'm trying to fix to make it easy. I want it like, I wish I could go back to the one-click deploy stuff. And I think with AZD, AZD works when you clone locally, or maybe it works also from what's it called again? Code space. But with AZD, like in Biceps, you could generate an ARM template. So I'm thinking if I do that, then people could clone locally and change stuff and do the AZD up. Or because I have all that Bicep stuff, I could generate the ARM template, and the ARM template will be complete. So I will be able to do the one click and it will deploy everything. That's where my thoughts are. Like, I feel like things change in the cloud and I feel like I'm probably missing something when I'm deploying the tiny Blazor admin. It works. Then when I deploy the function, I cannot deploy the function and it works. So like there's something wrong when I'm deploying the function. It's not working anymore and I'm not sure why. But then it also breaks something in this, like I lose the function. So is it because I have two functions in the same repo that it's not working and it's conflicting between the two like the GitHub Actions. I'm not sure why, but when I deploy the Azure function, it breaks the Azure function inside the static web app. I don't know if everybody's following me. Anyway, I feel like we should work on that. We've been talking about it like for the past 20 minutes. I think we'll be working on that. 2D6 is a game that I start. It's a paper game. It's a paper game. Let's go back here. Zoop. It's a paper game. Oh, I could even go bigger. Wow, in the cloud. And Todd, I chat with Todd. So Todd is the Tubby is the creator of that game. He's working right now on a different version. So it's a dice and paper game. And I start making like a companion app of that, just messing around. This week I was having fun with Aspire. Aspire is a thing for cloud native. And I was, maybe I could migrate this instead of having a bunch of Docker container and things. It could be a little bit easier, though. They make it a little bit more portable because Aspire right now is still like not a general availability. So we're still in like preview mode. So it changed a lot. So I said, maybe I should stay out for a while. But I did not work on that for a while now, like 3 months without working on the 2 months. Phew, 2 months is still a lot. 2 months since I work on that thing. I think I want to work that, and like it was the fight. Like right now, the way I'm working on this project is I kind of do all the art, not necessarily in terms of code, but like how do I design that? Like what will be the piece? What different challenges? So try to fix all those, and when I have all those, then I will kind of like put everything together. So maybe, and since it's 2 months, maybe it's better that I keep that for another stream. Yeah, I think I will do that. I will keep 2D6 dungeon for maybe next stream. We could do that. I'll try to do it maybe during the weekend of the night, just kind of refresh my mind. So like we don't spend a lot of time like looking around. Oh, what's the status of this? What was working? What was not working? So I think we'll work on the AZD stuff today. Yeah, let's change that. So let's change the status of the spelling in the PR update. The spelling in the PR update. What do you mean? Okay, what do we do? Eva. Looper. CLI. Voila. Cool. Let's do this. Bang. Get my mouse back. So what was it? I think you answer my question. Oh, did I land? Whoop, whoop. I landed. Cool. Okay. Cool. So let's go here in my repository Yeah, I was having fun with like Aspire and things. But yeah, let's work on the URL shortener. In the URL shortener, we are in Core Extra. That's where we are. I can put that in the chat if you are interested to follow or try it on your side. And then if we go this and try, boom, let's bring some. What? Another update? Okay. So, do I have AZD here? AZD. Yes, I have AZD. Azure Developer CLI is an open source tool that helps onboarding. Oh, I should show you what. Nah, why not talking? Let's like I work on stuff, and I'm planning to record probably a video today about AI sample with .NET, and it's you could do that also using AZD. And there's a new template I created. So if I oh, maybe I did try it here. So if I do dev git what others, yeah, AI sample is here. Okay, let's remove. Is it R? Forgot. Yes. Oh. Yes. That's not convenient. Let's do it this way. I want to show you because I think it was cool. GitHub, I said others, this, and delete. Boom. So here, let's cut this. Let's clear. So now what you could do is make a directory. I think I did it. Yeah. So you do a directory like this. So now you go in that directory. Ah, I'm not used to that. Cool. And then you could do AZD init, exactly. And you specify, so the -t, you could do also dash and then template if you want. And this is a template. And you could just do this like that and say, hey, do you want to initialize? Say, yeah. And just like this, you give it a name. So let's go say my environment is learn. Now I download everything. So now if I do list, I see that I have all my stuff, and I could open it if I want. If I go, let's say code dot, and an open code. Why I'm not using my mouse? So here I have the repo there. Right. So with all the samples, let's go in the corner, Frank. All the samples are there, AI sample for .NET. And you could just like, hey, I'll get started with semantic kernel, get started with Azure OpenAI SDK, and it just work. And like there's more coming up and things like that. So there's plenty of sample. And you say, hey, okay, I wanna do like this one. You just go there and explain what you need to do. So okay, so first deploying the resource, great. So to do it, you just need to do AZD up. That's it. You do AZD up, and it will deploy the Azure resource you need, and then you just do .NET run, and it will automatically run. There's other sample coming up. Oh, that's cool. They try. Oh no, okay, and they get started. So yeah, you could try this. So yeah, so that's the thing, and they will have more templates. So when you do the AZD, I think you could do template list. Yeah, and template lists, they will list all the templates available. Unfortunately for now, so I think it's next week. Right now the template works, but it's not displaying in that list. And if you go also on the website, it's not there yet. So next week. So that's why I'm saying, like, probably this afternoon I will be recording something. Hey Gamior, how are you? So cd this /dev /get yeah, Rose. Yeah, no, I need to understand better how that thing works. Cool. So I think what we want to do is I think to get started, we'll create a very simple Azure function, like a brand new one, and we'll try to deploy that using AZD. Yeah. And then, yeah. So, what the? Oh, I'm in the URL shortener. No. So I want to go back to. I want to go here and make a directory. Let's call it. How do we call our project? Learning AZD. Learn AZD. Great. So now let's open that into code. We could try to do func init from here. Yeah. I think it will ask us a bunch of cool. So func init is the function core tool that helps you to do that. So I want to go. So in the URL shortener, we're using isolated process. The idea behind it is, like, we don't wait for the platform to support or not support the stuff. We're working on our own core. So we'll do with the 2. It will be C# isolated, not F#. So 1 here. Cool. So now I have the function app. Function app is great. So like the container, but I don't have any function. Forgot how it's called though. Is it add new? If I do func -- help, it's new. Create a new function template alias. Okay. Okay. So let's do that. Func new. Oh, exactly. Excellent. That's what I want. We want an HTTP trigger, and the name will be C5M test. Yeah, why not? So it looked like I did try to do that already. I wonder where it was. But nevertheless, let's do it again. Okay, so now we have plenty of stuff. I just do a list. We can see here I have a bunch of stuff. So now let's open it into code. so we could customize it a little bit, just a little bit. And I just want to close a few windows that are open on my side that we don't need. Like, we don't need this, we don't need the other. So that's the good one. That we don't need. Okay. Still have 2 VS Code. New Vim. What? New Vim? Why New Vim is there? I'll have to look. Okay, so our new project, Learn AZD, is an Azure function. So I guess right now, oh, I forgot. Can I do play? Let's reopen it. It should says, hey, yeah, detect the Azure function. So that will be cool because then it will create the resources we need in the VS Code folder. So we could just like run it locally. So let's do a yes. And I was hiding it. Frank, go in the corner. And I need some hoodie. When I start the stream, because I move everything around, I warm up, and after that I cool down. So now I need back my hoodie. Okay, so finished initializing. So let's play that. Let's do a drop at the same time. Did it start? I don't feel it start. Come on. Play. Oh, fail. Web storage. I did it. Whoa. Oh, there's a bot now that Shirley put. Not Shirley, but Shirley put that told me. 48. That's cool. Yeah, debug anyway. We don't use storage in that demo. Okay, cool. So we have this. Let's control click. Did it open? Control click. Voila. It opened here. Welcome to Azure Function. Okay. So let's customize it. And now let's break it after. Okay, so let's stop this. Boom. One thing we could do if we go back in the code is in the host. Not in the host. In local settings. Forgot what it was. I thought it was host. Oh, so yeah, so there's here, use deployment storage. We want to put false. We're not using it. So I will stop having that error at the beginning. Cool, and now let's change. So we have here our trigger, and I would like to put it in a folder just because I have that structure. I don't think it makes a difference, but just in case. And do I want to move everything in a folder called source? Maybe I should. I want to, let's do it like this first. Oh, what? Yeah, I want to put here functions and move my functions in it. Voila. We should initialize here, initialize the repo. Excellent. Before we break stuff, I feel like it's a good comment. Okay, so we have that. Let's change. So we have logger. That's great. Let's change welcome. Let's bonjour, hi. You know, so we know it's not a fake. Cool. So we have that. So now it should still all work. So just, you know, be sure. Function, not alt. Function. Come on. I did F5. It should work, and we shouldn't have that pop up say you're not using storage. Yeah. Perfect. So cool. Let's. Oh no, I did. Always do that. I did Control C on the terminal, so of course it ended the process. And you do Control Shift C, voila. And now I can go in the open browser and enter this and say bonjour. And if I do this, is there name equal Frank? No, there was no parameter. Okay, cool. So it's working. Excellent. Excellent. So now, Alan. Yeah, there's no parameter. Is there? No, just. But it's good. We have a function. So now we want to initialize the AZD. So to do that, we need the terminal. And AZD again, now I'm hiding it, so we'll go back in my right corner, voila. I open the terminal. I could have done it from the terminal here, but like I prefer like staying, and I'm not used yet to, this is Warp. Is anybody using Warp? It's a new terminal, but it's new on Linux, but it's been a while on Mac, but I'm not a Mac user. But like it used this thing, I need to get used to. It looks pretty. You have different tabs, you have panels without the terminal. The app is better done than the default one. Like that's the default terminal. But I still need to get used to it. So for now, we'll just do this so we stay in VS Code. So AZD, I still have in it here, voila. And there's init. So this will initialize a new application. It should create a few folder. Oh, you know what? Let's push this so we could see at every step what's new, what was created. So we'll just push this, say, we just changed the sentence, right? Yeah. Now it's ours. Cool. So now we know. Okay. So let's click in the terminal, do it clear. Now we just want to do AZD init. So now it's asking, because it's kind of smart, right? So you could go in a template, or you could trust that AZD will look at your folder and, hey, Mr. Bald Beard Builder, how are you? I improved my English. I can say your name now. But I need to read it and like really be careful. How are you? We're trying to learn AZD. I'm trying to fix my URL shortener. And I feel the problem is Azure evolve all the time. You know. And we didn't play a lot with the URL shortener, and the ARM template now is, it's deploying. It doesn't create any error, but the Azure function is not there. Like it says successfully, I see the code, but there's something missing. So I hope that creating a new template or using AZD will fix the problem, like if problem there is. Morning coffee. Yeah, it's true. You're Mountain or Central time zone, right? So it's a little bit earlier for you. What's that? Cool. Okay, so I want to use the, I don't want to use template, because template, a lot of the time they say it's an Azure function with a database and blah, 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 a bunch of different stuff. And right now we want to keep it simple as possible. We just created like a new Azure function that does nothing except say bonjour, hi. So now we want to deploy that. So I will say, use the code. So now it's scanning, say, hey, it's in .NET. Great. You should know AZD. I'm already doing stuff in .NET, though may change in the close future. Confirm and continue the initialization. Yeah. Environment name. We could call it learn. I like that environment. Like it's not even dev, but let's be a little bit more classic here and go dev. So it generated a bunch of stuff. So generating Azure YAML. So we'll have a look into that. Next step. So I really enjoy that they are doing that. It's a little bit small, maybe. Yeah? They create a markdown file to tell you like, hey, this is the next step you should be doing. That's I really enjoy. And then they create the infrastructure. Remember the infrastructure as code. So it's using Biceps. That's the new version, improved version of, it's not the new version. It's a better way to generate ARM template. More code. So in the folder infra, definitely we'll have a look into this. So now it's ready for the cloud. Oh yeah? So we just need to do AZD up. Should we try it? Why not? I never looked this up, but you probably know I'm always using ARM template to deploy. Yeah, you can use Terraform too. I mean, I've been busy. I've been kept in a bunker secret working on stuff and like helping others to create content. So I didn't deploy a lot of stuff, and I didn't then learn or keep up with Biceps and Terraform. So like I learned it kind of like I start messing around with Biceps 2 weeks ago when I was creating some documentation for .NET and AI. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's have a look to what was generated. Well, that's cool. Let's close the terminal. So they say we could do AZD up now. So I feel like I might try it. It'll probably fail, but well, I might try it. Okay, so it had. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's true. So it updated my git ignore, adding the folder .NET Azure. We'll have a look, not .NET, but .Azure. We'll have a look into this. And the Azure YAML, that's if you're deploying that will be in your GitHub action or like your CI/CD, and it just helps to do that. That's cool. Ah, okay. So look like I could be using AZD as a GitHub action or Azure DevOps deployment. I don't need to generate the ARM template. I'm curious to generate the ARM template and see what I'm missing. I did so much ARM template that I feel like that's what I know. But in the back, Bicep generates ARM template. Not in the back. It's like it's clearly explained. Next step. Let's look. We'll look at the better abbreviation. Okay, so let's go in the file. So let's look at what was created. So they created that folder Azure, and in it it's dev, so, and config. So this is your local environment secret information, and that's why it shouldn't be pushed into the cloud. And that's why GitHub Ignore was added, because this should stay there. And you could have as many different environments as you want. So right now, if I go in config, I will just say, hey, it's version 1, default environment is dev. If I had multiple, I could define one that is a default. If I go in my dev environment, I should just like have an environment, or like Azure environment name is dev, and then I have a specific configuration. So if I have different names and stuff like that, it will put the value over there. So really, really helpful. Can we restart the stream? Redeem in Québécois. Let's restart. Boom. No. Welcome. Sorry, Dev. How are you? So you redeem something in Québécois. Obviously, it's only you does that. So what do you want me to say again? If you didn't know, you can spend your point and make me talk in like French Québécois. Do you say joie? Is joie a slang? I guess joie is not a word in English, right? So it will be slang, but it's not slang. Please say we can restart the stream now. Sure, that is here. On peut repartir le stream parce que Sorry Dev est enfin là. I said, yeah, enfin mean finally, kind of. On peut repartir le stream parce que Shirley Dev est enfin là. Good enough? You're happy, mister? So this is our function didn't change. So infra, this is our infrastructure as code. And we'll look at the YAML. Before we go into the infra, I just want to look at the next steps here. And we'll look at the prettier version, please. Voila. So next step. Oh, there's even a table of content. That's so nice. Define the environment variable, modify your environment. Cool. The main parameter. Okay, so like we have those two files here. For Redis, we don't have any Redis provision infrastructure. Is it up? Or we could do it in like provision and deploy and configure for configuring. Wait, create a workflow pipeline locally. Oh, there it is. There's the clip where I look brilliant. Yips. I should put, you will hear it. Oh, I think you should hear it now, but I won't. Watch live. Thank you, sir. Okay. I will listen to it later. Is Québécois mostly strong accent, or there's learn word from English? Well, like there's an accent, but there's different words to do stuff. The same words for, let's say for kids. For me, kids will be mes enfants, like kids. But if someone from France say the word kids, they could say enfant, but they also be using mes gosses. But for me, mes gosses mean my balls. But because I will be speaking with someone from France, I will make the auto translation. But the first time you hear that, you're like, what? Because some people like just, hey, do you want to see the picture of my kids? And like you hear, do you want to see the picture of my balls? And it's like, what? No. But then You understand? But yeah, so there's different words, like it's the same words but used differently. And there's expression, of course, but that even that, just like in other country, expression will change depending on an accent will be different where you are based. The first time I met my father-in-law, I had a really hard time understanding him. Not like in the basic conversation, but as someone was like, what are you saying? Like I didn't catch what does this sentence mean. Yeah, so yeah, we can hear. Okay, cool. Okay, so run easy to configure the deployment pipeline. Oh, that's interesting. So we'll have to try that. Looks like it will create an environment, though we don't have a remote okay, so before we go and do the AZD up, let's look at what was created for us. So just like in an ARM template, you have kind of main biceps. Oh yeah, I want to install the bicep extension, obviously. I thought I had it. Maybe it's on my other machine. Cool. So I have main biceps, and the beauty of bicep, it simplify a lot the modularity of your script instead of having like a big one. And you could do like section and do different ARM template and use it like nested ARM template, but it was kind of complex. Here, they make it much simpler. So just like before, you have your main biceps that will take parameters. See here, I have environment name, location, I don't know what are those. Learn AZD exist. Learn definition. Principal ID. I think that's the thing I'm missing. Tags. So like you have different parameters. So here, the parameter files, you could define specific value, and that will also be saved, if I believe correctly, in your environment. Because when you do AZD up, it will ask you for all of those. So you know what? I think we could try it, and after that, maybe while deploying, we could try to dig into the other folder. Oh, and one file, because that I feel it's really smart. I did so many presentation and blog posts and stuff to explain how to manage the names and things like that. One thing that is pretty cool here, they have that file here, abbreviations, that JSON, and they will load it. So where is it? If I go again in my main, it's probably one of the first thing they do. So here, they load. So you could just load the file. So load JSON content, this, and they call it ABBD, ABBRS. And now what you could do is, let's say you create a name. Oh, that's bad here. Instead of using this, they could go and say, I guess it should be like this, curly brackets. And then you say ABBRS dot, yeah. And now you could specify resource group. And if you go in that file and look for abbreviation, here, it will be, so instead of having hard-coded prefix here, you could just, because before it was like this, so now you could just do this, and in fact remove this. So now like that, you're following the best practices. So you could be doing that. So we just change it. So that's pretty cool. So now when you're naming stuff, you could just change it. And now also that after that you create a bunch of modules. So right now module is monitoring. So like you go in the monitoring. So like they put a bunch of chunk. The resource group here. That's it? Oh no, okay. So dashboard. That's also cool. They create a dashboard. Not sure, whatever. Registry, key vault. They're using a key vault. Why? I don't have key vault. Environment, biceps. So maybe I should have used a different. See here, they're using it. So abbreviation for app container, container app, an Azure function. So now if I go, yeah, it will be, if I check here, it will be AC, and I won't, oops, nope. Control F, Control C, yeah. Huh, I want a function. Maybe I did not use website function. Yeah, I wanted to that. Fetch container. Yeah, no, don't fetch container. Oh, so maybe it didn't do what I was expecting. I don't want to deploy that in a container because it's not a container, it's Azure function. But no, I want it in a function. Was it because it was in a folder? Interesting. Okay. Let's close this. Let's reopen the folder. Let's clean that up. Let's try again. We were in GitHub, NF Boucheros. Here, I want to remove. I want please show me the hidden file and folder. I want to remove this. I think that's it. Right, I want to remove the infra folder, the .azure folder, the azure.yaml. Oh, and the next step. Yeah, so I want to remove this. One thing I could do, let's say if I move function back to the original spot. If I put it here, will it see that it's an Azure function? And now let's reopen it. Code. Okay. So now we're back. Let's git ignore. Well, that's good. Yeah, and we moved that file. That's good. So if I clean, let's AZD, because I feel AZD, if I do AZD template list, there's a lot of things. Yay! Who landed? Marcus. Hey, what's biceps? It's this, my friend. Biceps, it's infrastructure as code language, a little bit like Terraform or ARM template. It defines your structure, your infrastructure in the cloud, and then you can deploy it using that. So that's what Bicep. Great question, by the way. Thank you for asking. And there's plenty of simple, but it's always multiple stuff. So if I go online, if I do AZD templates, I want to see the templates, available templates. No, I want to see. I think that's the website. What? Oh, is it? There's a website for the template. And if I go there, yeah, I'm not sure why it's not working. That's not what I was working. Come on, there's a website. So it comes from this. Oh, it's broken? Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, I see the template. They have a bunch of other stuff, but I just want an Azure function. And on the broken website, and see here is that the template, the sample I was talking to you. Yeah, but this is broken. So usually here you have like a sort, you could search and stuff like that. But now it's broken. Azure Function templates. But that's, I think, yeah, that's the Azure function itself, not the CLI, not the Bicep. Yeah. If I say Bicep, maybe I should put an S. Otherwise, I will try to create it from scratch. Want to see the code, please? That's exactly what I want, though. So let's do a dot. So we'll have the VS Code online. So Marcus, you land on top of that. Scores. Who's leading today? Hey, I did 40 something. That's weird. It didn't kept my new score. That's not fair. Oh no. Quick start. Whoa. Stefan, that was kind of like 53. It's good. Good score. Yay. Now, like all those digital friends. Oh, I did also, right? 39. So I wonder if it will keep it. So I think if I add a function to see, I do, is it stats? See, it remembers only six. I don't know why. I did the start though. I don't know. Did I didn't. Anyway, let's do not. Okay, so here I'm looking for the. I should have checked where I was. Guessing we have. What was the folder? So we are in the quick start Microsoft Web function app create dynamic. Quick start Microsoft Web. And then we have app function app. And it was function app create dynamic. That's the ARM template. That's the Bicep. Using Node, we'll have to change a few stuff. I wish we could. Let's give it another chance. If I do AZD init, yeah, see, Azure Container Apps. It was telling me. I said, no. So select the service you want to remove. All of it. Up and down. I'll just have .NET in dot. Yeah. Initialize my app. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Did it create anything? No. This shouldn't make a difference. So let's move it here. Well, I wanted this there. Let's... okay, let's... There's a template where it's kind of empty. So we'll... Whoops. So clear here. So what I want to do, and I will put the font just a little bit smaller so like the output is better. I will use a template, but the template will be like the basic one. So, and then we'll be able, so we'll create this folder structure, I think, and we'll be able to put what we need. So I will do AZD and then init. And then instead of using the code, I will go one down, select template. Initialize the app using may override. Yeah. Okay. So now have minimal. Then let's go quickly through it just in case. Static web app, blah, blah, blah. Biceps, template, bootstrap, Azure deployment, environment. Not sure what that one is. Starter, biceps. Maybe that's the one I want. I will definitely create one after. So .NET, kind of a .NET Azure Function template. Azure Function, text summarization AI, C# isolated. Azure Function. Oh, I could be using that. So Azure Function, text summarization using AI. So it will be C# isolated. That's what we want. It will create the cognitive services where we could remove that, but I'm guessing it will also have a bunch of stuff, kind of a key vault and things like that, because to make the connection between those two. So I want to keep it simple. Azure Function. So yeah, it's always like multiple ones. I want like a very simple. I feel like that's what we should be working on. .NET function app with service bus. See, that could be cool, but it's not isolated. I really want isolated. So I feel like we will do the minimal bicep. Yeah. So we'll go, what is it? Starter bicep. Dev container? Why did you create a dev container for me? There's a lot of stuff here. Okay. So for us, what we want now was to look in the infra AZD do. What's that? They, nah, you know what? I don't want you. Delete. Dev container. I don't want dev container for now. I don't want workflow for now. That's okay. Huh? Why did you mess? Oh no, that was me. I put the false, right? 100. What? What? Oh, did he override my Did he override my... Why I have 128? Oh, it changed all my... Yeah, no. Let's revert this back. Yeah, this card changes. No kidding. Yeah, now it's 51. Much better. And we'll go again and change it. Where is it? Git ignore. Voila. Now let's go to the end and add the folder. So 49. It's still a lot to file. README? No, I don't want that. Okay, so I create... Maybe it was minimal was the one I wanted. I don't want this. Move to trash. This, it's a lot of stuff. We'll keep it for now. We have abbreviation core. Put all of those. What are those? AI. Config. It's a lot of stuff. Maybe minimal was better. Okay, I feel like I don't want that. Abbreviation I want. Main I want. Main parameter I want. We'll change it from the template we had, right? So I think now we could go here and we'll delete all the content of that. So now if we go in our browser, main Bicep, and the function app create dynamic, though, was it isolated? Deploy the biceps file. No, I don't want to use this. Maybe here I should have said isolated. Yeah. Okay, so we'll need to have a storage account. That makes sense. The code need to sit somewhere. App Insight to monitoring and function app. Okay, cool. There it is. So we could try to do kind of like that. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Oh, or just go here. That's Linux. Okay. I mean, I don't mind if it's running on Linux. So Azure Simple Function App ARM template. So Function App ARM template. So Azure Simple, was it where we were? Yeah, and then we say, I want to browse the code. Nah, here it's quick start. Interesting. Okay, so like there's so what's that? That's, we know, unfortunately that site is down. So that's exactly the same that we have here. So let's open that one. So that could be cool, but I'm curious to see other samples. So let's go here, Azure samples. Oh, there's tons of stuff. Obviously. Maybe I went up too high. Okay. So in Azure Function, if I'm app ARM template, what else do you have? Ah, interesting. Let's go a little bit bigger for you. So we have dedicated plan, no. Deployment slot, Linux consumption. Premium, private. Your meeting marathon start. Good luck. On Friday, meeting marathon? That's not fair. Anyway, see you next time. Have a nice weekend, sir. Zip deploy. A zip deploy workflow. Ah, that could be also, since that's the only way I make it work. That could be interesting. But then where is, I'm curious to see where is the... Oh, so that's using an ARM template. But that didn't work on my side though. Yeah, package URI. So you need the zip file package somewhere. I could be doing that though. I could be using that too. That's an option. Okay, so let's play with that one. Let's go. Oh yeah, I am in VS Code, so let's go like this and paste it here. But I will be missing all the module though. Let's yeah, and we don't have the parameter matching. Or maybe I don't need anything else. Okay. I go here. And now parameter. Parameter. What are the parameters we have here? We have app name. So here we need an app name. Do we have environment name? We did it. Location, we'll have to use location, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure we have one here. Yep. Okay, cool. So we have app name. Okay, if I do this, do you have any suggestion for me? Do I need to reopen the thing? I mean, okay, let's just do this way. Not sure how it works. I thought app name. Second parameter was storage account type, though I'm good with this one. Location, app string location. Runtime. Yeah, it won't be isolated. Yeah, because to do it isolated, you need to, it's .NET-isolated. Maybe I can add that. Instead of Java, let's put .NET-isolated. It doesn't specify the version either. That's great. So that's what we want. I think that's the part I was missing in the past. I didn't have identity. And I think I will have to put, so that's good. 4, that's what we want. We don't want the node version. So if we, let's open another VS Code and we'll cheat a little bit. We'll go at open recent. This one. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Open recent URL shortener. And no, I don't want, I just want to see the code. No. Hey, do you want to do that? Do you want to do that? I detect this. No. 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 We just want to check the deployment stuff. Here. Well, that's huge. So that's an ARM template. So see, when you deploy an ARM, you should have, so here that was the version. I should let's sync with the last version. So this is good. So see, like the function worker runtime should be this. So here, if I switch in my other and search for this, yeah. So in fact, I don't want to have the choice. I don't want that parameter. Let's remove it. Cool. So here, what I want is .NET isolated. Isolated. Great. So now let's go up again where I was. Pink. Triple click. Okay, so this. So that's great. And I'm guessing instead of like this will have the .NET version. I think this is what we want, and it's not in the app settings. I'm not sure. Maybe we don't need that. Or maybe that's what was missing. Oh. Because I have it here, and that's in the config of the resource function app. And in the other one, I'm in the plan, right? Yeah, I'm in the plan. So, you know what? I definitely don't want the node stuff. I don't want that. Okay. So we have this. We can try to deploy it. And I want this. Like, I would prefer not having the choice. I think it's just confusing. So I would like to change this. So let's put this in my clipboard. Let's try to find where this is available. Cool. So I want this instead be this. Go up. And all this parameter, I don't want you. Great. Feel like I need space in there. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's give it a try. Probably fail. I'm not sure it will be isolated. I feel like right now, maybe we see isolated. We'll see. So let's go here. Let's clear this. Whoop. No. Control Z. Okay, here. Voila. Go up a little bit. Now if I do, I could try to do a, or is there a deploy validate, AZD validate or something, AZD? Let's do AZD help. So I have hot config hook init restore template deploy down environment package provision. We could try to provision. Oh, you know what? Nah, let's go full in AZD up, AZD up. This will provision and try to deploy, right? Why not? Probably fail. Oh, you need to log in. Okay. too complicated. You can close. Stop yelling at me. Well, Frank, you're at Zoom 500. That's a lot of big. Okay, come back here. Clear. AZD up. Okay. The sky got dark. I should have like a winter version of that. It's still working. Okay, so let's do this. Sun. Black cloud, white cloud, and sunny. I think I want to go. Which subscription I want to go? I don't know. How can I check that in security? Let's open here in the screen you don't see. Portal.azure.com. What is my subscription? Oh, and it's white because I was recording. I want to go in. Yeah, this subscription. Right? Yes. This subscription is called. Show me. It's called what? Frank Perso Dev. So I want to go in Frank Perso Dev, and I'm showing all my stuff. I want to go in, let's go East US. I don't know if the subscription ID is enter a value for application and site location. We'll go East US. Error. The resource group scope deployment are securely under alpha support and need to be explicitly enabled. Okay. And just I would like to show you, but I feel like I shouldn't. Do I have something? Well, at least now you see, like, yeah, this one is a little bit more. I thought I had something. I think I lost it. I had like a pixelated version, even if it's not like the safest, because some people could try to. So I'm doing AZD up. It's initializing. It's asking me, do I want to do a resource group? Oh, so I should have created a resource group. Warning. Okay, so let's create a resource group. So we'll cancel this. Clear. So let's share my screen again. Boom. So we want to do a console. So we could do AZ for Azure CLI and then say group create. And then I think it's -n. And let's do learn AZD demo. And then we have location, and we'll go East US. Yes, I did it correctly. Cool. So now we'll go back in my hidden mode, and I will do the AZD up. So it's initializing. Now it's asking me to pick. And doesn't show me. Oh yeah, okay. The list was too tiny. What? Oh yeah. So I have now learned. I can show you this. Yeah, I can show you this. So I had like a long list. So now I pick this one. So success, your application was packaged for Azure and less than blah, blah, blah. And now we have an error. Of course, we have an error. Provision, invalid template. Yeah, we're missing the subfolder. I should bring you with me. Oh, I'm using my trackpad instead of my mouse. Cool. Okay, so error, deployment fail, invocation action provision, because that's when we try to create the resources. We're not yet deploying the code, just the resources. It's the error is deploying the infrastructure, starting deployment resource. Bad request, invalid template. So the Microsoft server farm line 1, not valid name property, cannot be null or empty. Okay. So it was in the what? The service plan? Yeah. Oh, server farm. So server farm. It's here. So host plan name was there. And it's just the app name. Okay. Wish arm. We could go maybe in Azure in the portal. Yeah. So it definitely doesn't like this template. I feel like it was pretty tiny. Can I, like, I have the extension, right? I had the Azure Bicep stuff. Where is the Bicep? I did install the Bicep, right? Did it do anything? So can I do, like, if I do resource, okay, resource, and then test. Cool. So now I see everything. Oh, see, that's why Microsoft Web. That's where it comes from. Okay, now I understand. Yeah. Okay, let's help it. Microsoft.web/server. Server farm. That's the one I want. Equal. What I'm looking for is, will it scaffold the full thing? It just kind of like do this. Depends on hazards. What can we do? We can go, if I go in the portal, can go in my resource group, in the deployment. Is it too big? I think it was deployment center. Maybe why? Because it failed. Yeah, the format was not even. Let's say Bicep. Templates. And then we'll go and say this. I want to see a template of that, please. More stuff here, right? We have a minimal version. Oh yeah, function app. I would like to see the minimal version. So we have a name, we have a location. Did we have the location for us? Tags Q. We had a name, location, we had SKU. I feel like some but it's line 1. So here it's 22 September, the 1st September of 22. We could go more recent. Here it's just that. A kind. Property. I mean, we can put the kind and try again. We could try also, just to be faster, we could say easy up and it's provision, I think. Provision. Okay, we're still failing. Column blah 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 is not valid. A property name cannot be null or empty. So it's a property. No, like it doesn't say. Yeah, property this. Was it this not initialized? If we go in Azure in dev, yeah, I was not asking for it, right? Didn't ask for it. This app name. It just generates it. I mean, skew is tier and name. We had that, right? Tier and name. That's it. The only difference is like the property reserve, but I don't want it reserve. If we go into the doc, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so name, it's required. Oh, maybe show me all the required. Location, it's required. Okay, this is not required because we're looking for something that is required, right? Yeah, that's it. Oh, at the end. So just the name, the location. So is the name. Is the name not working? Is the name not working? So let's put a name here. Let's put Frank demo blah blah. Let's try again. Clear. Invalid template. Deployment template validation fail. Yeah, can you the template resource of type Microsoft Outling 1 is not valid. The name property cannot be null. Oh, is it? Is it because we have that? Should I remove it? I hope it's not that. Like you cannot have like an empty. No. Template resource 1. Well, I feel that first. The first should be the storage account. Can I do... Oh, I had generate this. Restore Bicep module. Ah, that could be cool. Insert resources. Ah. I say server farm. Oh no, that's the ID. Oh, could that means I could reverse engineer the stuff? That could be interesting. Parameter. Let's delete the parameter file. Move to trash. And now we could say, hey, generate the parameter file, please. Okay, cool. App Insight location. Okay, so now if I do I wish so. Open on the side container folder, build the ARM template. Maybe the error will be clear. Oh, that was fast. Is it main JSON? Yeah, main JSON is there. Interesting. And one thing I know here is we could create a new file. Same it debug .azcli. And now we could do like we were doing in the other one. We could validate that and try to understand what's missing. Right? So the resource group that we create was named what again? It was learn AZD demo. Right? So that's my resource group, and the template file is called main. Oh, that's parameter. So here it's called main, and I don't have parameter. I could create one, I'm guessing. If I do this, no, if I do this, parameter, can you not create one? Or maybe I don't have that extension either. Arm. Oh, I didn't have it. Oh, I bust the time. Damn it. I would like to know a little bit. Come on. Bicep. No, I don't want a bicep file. I want the arm file. If I do this. Yeah. A new one. Only the required parameter. Oh, is it thinking about it? It's frozen. Oh. He's asking me where to save it. Yeah, I think here it's good. Save it there. Cool. East US. Let's close this. Let's go in here. Let's put the same. Cool. So now we have that. So now we could say, hey, main. So now I could do control dash. And hopefully the error is a little bit clearer and looks like it's the same error. No such file. Oh yeah, because I need to be in infra. So it's infra slash and infra slash. No such file, directory main. What? Okay, so it worked. Why it's not working? So, oh no, did it work? Error. Okay, cool. So So, okay. What's the error? Oh, it's been a while since I read those error message. So the server farm. So that's about the server farm. So error. Oh, no error. Error null. So the ARM template work, but somehow the biceps one doesn't work. Is it because of this east to west? Okay, fill no. How can I wish I could validate. I'm sure there's a way to validate biceps. Deploy biceps file. No, I don't want to validate it though. I want to validate. I don't want to deploy it. Show deployment pane. Interesting. Pick a parameter. Okay. What? Pick a scope. What? So the biceps deployment pane is an experimental feature. No, not. Let's not play with experimental stuff. I would like to be able to maybe generate a parameter file. Let's go with JSON, required only. I feel like we didn't progress much. But why? I don't understand that error. AZD provision. Oh, you can see the details. What? Is it working now? Was it the property? No, it's working now. What did we change? What did we change since last time? Maybe this? Well, let's wait to see if it's working. It could be cool, could be cool. Cool. So now it's working. Well, it's finished deploy, resource group. So it created the 3 resource we were expecting, the storage, the plan, and the function app. If we go to the function app, it's Windows. even though we specify, did we? Hey, Fred out of cat, congrats. Oh, we didn't specify it, right? Oh, it's in the plan? Yeah, in the plan we say Linux, but the function is Windows. And oh, that's the plan. That's the service plan. What? We said when we said Linux and it shows whatever. Yeah, that didn't work at all. API forgot what was it again? Was CS5 something? C5M test. Sorry, that badge is missing. Okay. Unfortunately. So it looks like I have the same issue here than I have in my regular stuff. If I go, see, like there's no function. Oh, was it isolated though? Runtime, service plan. There's something wrong. So that's wrong because we did specify the yeah, that's not good. Maybe the code is still no. Oh, like yeah. Well, yeah, we did just provision it. That's why it's empty. Okay. So what's oh, like I'm now excited. It's deploy, I think. Well, I could do AZD up and it will do both. Well, like it will skip the. I think it's AZD. Is it deploy? Because I didn't specify any code. Right. Yeah. I didn't specify any code. Okay, so at least it created the, but that it created a function. It's not a function I want. And it's empty because I didn't specify stuff. So we'll definitely have a lot more to learn. But hey, trying, and failing, that's how you learn. Albeit, I think, everybody. So today we did try to, well, we didn't try, we learn a lot about Biceps and try to deploy that, try to find resources. It's kind of a new tech, so I feel like there's maybe documentation missing. So it's a great opportunity for us to create parts that are missing. So we'll continue to do that. Hopefully we'll find something that works quickly to fix the URL shortener. And I will get back to you next week. Have fun, everybody. Bye.